What have you been avoiding all day? Or all week? Or all month? Ah! I have lost interest in Norman Mailer's book. So much more to go, too. I don't remember what happened. I wasn't going to read this when I started pressing play. I was going to read this, Franz Kafka. Let's take a moment to just pray. I've been just so depressed lately. Just what happens some of the time. Why did I lose so much interest in this book that was blowing my mind? Well, just read it some more. Read it, you ding dong. Okay. Last sentence I read. I'm gonna get some water. You want up? You want to get up? Get up, baby. Oh, you're a good girl. Bye. I'm yours. Major depression. Circling the drain. What do you do? What do you do? I can't see a therapist. They cost money. My job is reading books. No one pays me. Here, I'm going to pause it real quick. Oh, whoops. Gotta get over it cold. Win some or lose some. So I don't remember what happened. I've honestly really backslided in a lot of ways. Not reading at all. Not doing any yoga. Not getting outside. I don't want to read this. We're going to read Franz Kafka. I don't fucking want to do this. I don't know. Should we read it? Fuck! I'm going to like it. I don't remember what's been going on. We're just going to blast right into it. Win some or lose some. Welcome to Prelude to Ulysses. This is Alex Reed's Ancient Evenings. We're on the Book of the Charioteer. This is Chapter 3. This is the part B of Chapter 3. He paused. On this morning, as on every morning, I think Menenhedet speaking. I have no fucking memory. This is gonna be a bad one. Let's just blast through that part. It's not gonna be good. Luckily, I have no fans and no one's watching this. The Book of the Charioteer, Part 3b. He paused. On this morning, as on every morning, there was a multitude waiting in the open courtyard for a sight of our young pharaoh. And a smaller group was gathered in the Hall of Columns, engaged, if you would believe it, in commerce of the most advanced sort. Engaged, if you would believe it, in commerce of the most advanced sort. Land, cattle, poultry, jewelry, vases, and grain were being sold. You are certainly not saying there was a bazaar on the floor of the great temple, asked my mother. More wondrous than that, my great-grandfather replied. Business was being transacted between many of the priests and some of the wealthiest merchants and traders of Thebes. Yet without an article in sight, everyone knew one another so well that that cheating was not often, I think, attempted. It was impractical. A swindle could be denounced the next day. Then the probity, Probity. All right, we'll look it up. Elemana P, Q, oh, P, Q, puberty? What am I looking up? the probity of the trader would be in question for years. I think we all know what it means. The dignity, the public dignity, P-R-O-B. Puppy, that's a young dog. Nope. What's the word? Probity. L-M-N-O-P-Q-R. Protest. Protest. P-R-O-T-I-S-T. Oh, whoa. A protist is any of various complex one-cell organisms of the kingdom Protista. Tista was a friend of mine growing up. I'm Protista for sure. That have nuclei and organelles that are either free-living or aggregated into simple colonies. Includes the protozoans, slime molds, and eukaryotic algae. Cool. Pronation. That's a rotation of the hand or forearm so as to bring the palm down. Pronation. Pronation. A rotation of the hand or forearm so as to bring the palm downward or rearward. An everting motion of the foot. Whoosh. I don't know. This sucks. Professed prison. I went too fucking far. Procumbent. I misread that. Procumbent. Procumbent means lying on the face. Prone, prostrate. Or number 2, of a plant or stem lying on the ground, but not putting forth roots. Oh, cool. Like some of them cactuses that just roll. Bono? No. Proboscidean? Or of massive tusked mammals with a flexible trunk and columnar legs. Oh, elephants. Oh, cool. I love elephants. What is the word? Probicity? Probiotic. What am I looking up? Impractical. Probity. Probity. B-I-T-Y. Probi. Probity. Integrity and uprightness. Honesty. Sure, whatever. A swindle would be denounced, I think. Then the probity of the trader would be in question for years. Trust was so complete, and the taste for speculation so great, that a piece of land bought one day might be sold the next without the first buyer ever looking at it. If a fraud was thereby passed on, the purchase often had to be traced back through a number of traders before one could find the man who knew the goods were worthless in the first place. Does this still go on in the Hall of Columns? Asked Ta-Nem-Otep. Divine Two-House, I have not been often to Thebes in my 4th life, but during my 3rd, when I was one of the wealthiest men of Egypt, by my reckoning at least, the practice still ensued, yet by subtler means. The traders would select certain priests and scribes as their agents. It showed more respect for the temple. Those loud barterings that once howled like wind between the columns were now whispers, but the commerce still existed. This market, where objects were for sale, but no buyer could see them, taught me much about wealth. All right. Okay, I'm liking this book again. I don't know, man. I think I've already said this, but I just read something about Norman Mailer. He just sounds like a douchebag. Fucking why is everyone a douchebag? People read about me, they're like, that guy's a douchebag. Everyone I look at and read, that's like, they're a fucking douchebag. Alex, dude, take a fucking break. No. But no buyer could see them. Oh, I'm so filled with negativity on such a daily basis. It's insane. No buyer could see them. Taught me much about wealth. I learned that it was not gold nor the command of slaves, but rather the power to use another man's thoughts faster than he employed yours that went into amassing it. The absence of anything you could see for sale added to the delights of the game. Only the most astute traders could work in such austere surroundings. Austere. Austure. Only the most astute traders could work in such austere. What's astute mean? It means like attentive, knowledgeable, aware, astute. Well, we can look that up too. And abscond, that's a good word. Well, okay. Acute, acyclic, aerodynamics, ahead, alike, element of PQR. What's your favorite color? I have none. Astrodome, a transparent dome on top of a fuselage of an aircraft through which observations are made for celestial navigation. Wow. What aircraft uses celestial navigation? Helicopters? Probably not a hot air balloon. Probably not a Hindenburg balloon. Hey, honey, I love you. Good girl. Astute, keenly perceptive or discerning. Sagacious. Number 2, clever, ingenious, shrewd, or crafty. Now let's go to austere. 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 Severe in manner or appearance, strict, forbidding, I mean. Number 2, rigorously self-disciplined and severely moral, ascetic, abstinent. Number 3, without excess, luxury, or ease, an austere life. I am so excessive. So excessive. So excessive. Don't worry about it. Yeah, okay, perfect. The priests had no fear of sacrilege? Asked my mother. Some did, but it is the severity of the Hall of Columns that makes the value of what one is selling most believable. One hesitates to swindle another in such a place. Besides, the smell from the sacrificial chambers surrounding the Hall of Columns adds to the excitement of this barter. Even as one swears to the authenticity of one's goods, so from the cool of these deep shadows comes the odor of blood and meat and the smell of 50 smokes, to remind you that the gods have their own market, and it looks down upon ours. Like the odor of blood and meat and the smell of 50 smokes. It's meant to be like a good thing. I didn't think it was that a good thing at first. Oh God. I'm just so tired of everything. It's like I can't even think without having bad thoughts. I can't think of anything. What's a subject? Baby powder. Whatever. Did Ramses II know of such activities? He used to sweep through the Hall of Columns with never a look at the traders. His mind was on his devotions. We would stop to wash our hands in the sacred pool, but then he would rush by chapel after chapel, until he came up to the oldest temple in the compound, which in those years was the sanctuary, until its walls collapsed during the period when I was high priest. A gloomy room, I must say, built in the reign of Sesostris, near to 1,000 years ago. I must say, built in the reign of Sesostris. built in the reign of Sesostris, near to 1,000 years ago. Large, empty, narrow, of a high ceiling and gray stone walls with an opening in the south wall near the roof. There was light near the altar from morning to mid-afternoon. I would, as I say, be selected to accompany him into the sanctuary, and on the threshold he would leave the queen. Then, as now, no woman could enter the Holy of Holies, unless, like Queen Hatshepsut, she had become the pharaoh herself. Nefertiti was conducted, therefore, to a large gilt chair, G-I-L-T. Well, let's look it up. Found it. Gilt chair. A young female swine, especially one that has not produced a litter. Oh. I love pigs. Pigs are such cuties. All right, that's a good positive thought. Build onto that. What do you want to do with your life? I think I would rather spend time with animals than humans. Uh-huh. People just do only human stuff. It's insane. It's insane. What are you talking about? Why can't you concentrate? You did so good. You read this book so well for so long. And now you're just not as good. All right. I mean, the sanctuary sounds awesome. I love the idea of huge building. It's insane. I kind of enjoy working in a warehouse. I mean, I do. I like my job. It's crazy. I don't understand it. I just want to meet one person that's not like a conservative. Is that weird? One fucking person that doesn't think that like women should like be fucking forced to have kids and that gay people are awful or whatever. Dude, the guy I was talking to today, he's a gay dude. He's like, well, I'm conservative. It's like, they don't like you. Maybe they do. Maybe they do. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I've been brainwashed by the liberal media. Or maybe I've been brainwashed by the conservatives that I've had to hang out with that keep on calling people faggots. Maybe that's it. Or the ones that say that gay people are not like real people. Or the ones that say that like Native Americans deserve their genocide. Or the ones that say that like all black people are thugs. Or that black women are the worst people on earth. Or maybe that's what stained my hate. Fuck conservatives. Dude, this is not... Why? You got to get the fuck away from these people, man. Is that your problem? This is to a large gilt chair and golden footstool in the hall of columns. And there she would wait for the king's retinue. I don't know what that word means either. R-E-T-I-N-U-E. I really want to stop using the word retarded. God, it makes me laugh every time I read it. But I know it hurts people's feelings. It's not the right word to use. When was this book written? Quit it, retinue. R-E-T-I-N-U-E. Retention? No, reticulate, retina. Retinue. A body of retainers in attendance upon an important personage. Sweet. So, she would wait with the king's retinue in ranks about her, a woman surrounded by a company of nobles. And yet not a morning would go by that I did not feel her anger follow me to the sanctuary. Through all of the sacrifices that would follow, through the chants and prayers that came from other chambers, the pleas for restitution of damage and contrition for wrongdoing. Of all this multitude of whispered requests and invocations and murmurings of scoldings, laments, and litanies that curled through the smoke and burning blood of the altars of the chapels around us, I could still feel the wrath of the Queen Nefertiti, more intent than any prayer. I would wait in silence, my head ringing at the woe that came out of these supplications. One woman pleading to Amon for life to be given to her womb, another bemoaning the death of her son. Nefertiti, who by now had moved from her couch to mine, put her arm at this point around me, while next to such sorrow could be heard the pride of a landowner giving over his tithe of cattle and wine and grain and furniture, and one slave per month in honor of the contract made by him on the promotion of his son to the rank of third priest in this temple. No, it's not nepotism. That's just paying to give someone a position? Life's so weird. Human beings are fucking crazy, dude. What's the point of anything? Jobs? Being a priest? Who the fuck would ever... Oh, well, maybe people who believe it's real. I could barely believe that people think that. It blows my fucking mind. While next to such sorrow could be heard the pride of a landowner giving over blah 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 tithe of cattle to get his son to be the third priest in this temple. I would hear all of it, even a beggar's voice full of old sores long crusted in his throat, while he snuffled forth his request of some priest passing him by. And to all of this, Ramses II was separated by his sanctuary. Bye, Lotus. I love you. And by his pious mind. But so soon as he entered the temple and could feel the presence of Amon, my Ramses II was no longer a friend or a fellow charioteer, but a monarch, as grand and remote from oneself as the sky. Indeed, as we came to the great copper doors by the sanctuary, it was only in a mood of the most profound solemnity, that he broke the clay seal and we entered. What clay seal? The clay seal of the doors? What? It's fucking crazy. Oh my god, there's so much more to read. No, we're not. That's it for tonight. So they're in a cool place. Sure. I am so hateful of people who don't. What's your political belief, Alex? I don't have any. Written in, and we will all lie on them again. Retake the retaliate.
None of that was good. What's the deal? Man. Where's my Andrea Gibson book? I lost it. It's weird. Andy. Where is that book? I don't know. So he's just telling a story about, I guess, where this guy goes to pray. I don't know. Outside of it, there's this huge market that's all super mega honest. Mega. That's it, I guess. And then when they go in, it's all nice. It's a big place. It's all nice. Nice and stuff. And, when he's meditating, he's so good. I don't know. But a monarch, I don't know. Love this book. Not liking this chapter so much. I don't want to just I just don't want Menenhedit's voice. I want Menenhedit 2's voice. Minka. I'll keep reading it. Not much happened. I love you. Damn it.